Good afternoon, listeners. It's time for the Tech Talk Show with me, Kazeem, this afternoon. And today we're going to be talking about an event coming up from the 26th of this month till 28th of this month, November. And I'm not on the show alone as usual. So I've got my very good friends with me on the show to talk us through what people can expect about this event that we have coming up really soon. So today we're going to be talking about the MCT West Africa Cloud Bootcamp event. So like we usually do on the show, we'd like to begin things with an introduction. So I'm going to have my guest on the show do this really quick. David, you want to do a quick introduction?
Okay, thank you for bringing me in. My name is David Abu. I'm a cloud advocate for Power BI in Microsoft. Yeah, thank you.
Larry, hi. Quick introduction from you, Larry. Yes.
Yeah, so my name is Larry Macaulay, cloud cybersecurity expert, right, for a couple of years. Advocate for Microsoft solution as well, and I'm glad to be part of this team.
Yes, thank you very much, Larry. So, and I also have Olanrewaju on the show with us today. Hi, Olanrewaju.
Hi, Kazeem. Hi, everyone. I'm Olanrewaju Oyinboke, a Microsoft Most Valuable Professional Business Application and also MCT.
Okay, and Sheyi is also on the call with us. Hi, Sheyi.
My name is Sheyulua Omiju. I'm also an MCT and MVP and part of the crew for this event.
I mentioned we're having an event coming up on the 26th. So let's start things with the MCT West Africa Cloud Bootcamp. So let me start with you, Sheyi. What is this event all about?
Okay. The MCT Bootcamp is a bootcamp that after much deliberation within the user groups that we should have a way we train people, educate people about the cloud offering that Microsoft is having, and be able to give them things that every other region has across the world. And that's the initial concept of the bootcamp, where learning is there. People will be able to network with people, fellow IT personnel across West Africa, and also be able to also leverage on what they will learn from them.
Let me then come to Larry. So Larry, this event isn't just your regular event, the regular one-day event. This particular one is 3 days, right? So do you want to tell us what activities do you have lined up for these 3 days that this event will be happening for?
Yes, yeah, thanks, Kazeem. So quickly, let me mention a couple of things that, apart of things that she mentioned, right? This is a very big event. I mean, last year I actually testified to that. Bringing all MCT together across West Africa is a yearly technology conference, right? But it's just like having a fusion of all tech user group together, right, in one place, right? And you have about series of activities happening. We're talking about 54 sessions, right? 54 speakers, 54 workshops, series of roundtables, virtual meetings happening all at the same time. And we have a lot of speakers, not just within Africa. We have individuals from all over the world as well, right? Microsoft experts. And for each of the of the days, right? Programs are already been structured for each of the days, and possibly I can just talk about a few of them. So for each of the days, there are speakers across different Microsoft technology solutions, Azure, Micro 365, data and AI, Power Platform, and so much more that will be added as well, right? And there are a couple of things that people should look out for in terms of a couple of free trainings, because I know most people that are listening to me, we like free things. I like free things myself as well, right? So trainings, around Power BI. So if there are people listening to us right now, they are looking at opportunity for them to kickstart some of the things they have been, looking forward to professionally, right? Maybe leveraging Microsoft solutions. So that this event might give them the opportunity to kickstart, that kind of thing. So Power BI, Power Automate, beginner, level training. My friend here, Olanrewaju Oyinboke, as well, is going to be, part of one of those sessions as well. And it's free. And a couple of other things that you will win at the event as well, which we'll talk about later on the show as well.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much. So let me come back to you, Ayodeji. Deji, can you tell us who are the target audience for this particular event? I see it's MCT West Africa Bootcamp, right? So is this just for the MCTs, or can the students or other IT professionals also be a part of this event?
Yes, actually the event is organized by MCT West Africa, but the people we are targeting is not just MCT West Africa. We are looking at professionals, IT professionals. We are looking at students across the world, across the globe. And my own section in particular, I'll be co-presenting with Olarewaju, and we'll be looking at HR professionals. We want to see how this can impact the HR professionals across the globe. We want to automate their process. We want to do so many things around analytics. We want to talk about that aspect, not only for HR professionals, anything that needs to, at least that needs the backing of technology, be it marketing, be it accounting. As long as there is need for technology in that field, then they should be part of this event. So IT professionals is actually meant for you. Students is meant for you. Anything that has to do with tech, this event is meant for them. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. So Olarewaju, let me ask you this question. It's not the first time this event is happening, right? So we've held series of this event in the past. So for this one, is it a physical one, considering COVID now, so is it physical or is it going to be a virtual one? And I want you to also tell us, how can interested people attend this event? Yes.
Okay, thank you, Kazeem, for that question. So for the previous edition, take for example, last year, we had to resolve to virtual meeting last year because we're in the midst of the pandemic. We would have loved to do that of this year, physically, but it's still going to be virtual. And that comes with an advantage of having a lot of people joining without literally leaving their geographical zone. So you might be anywhere, you can still join and partake from this. So we have a URL to register. You can go to mctwestafrica.com, where you'll be able to see the details of the speakers and also link to register for the session. You see a lot of rewards and things to win, as well as more details more questions, more answers, so to put, to your questions. So we hope to have this session as a virtual one this year and not a physical.
Okay. Event. Okay. I'm going to come back to Sheyi. Sheyi, earlier on, I think Lanre mentioned freebies for the event. I mean, yes, one of the reasons people like to attend events is to make sure that there's quality content, right? And that people also like to attend events for networking sake and also freebies, especially the students. So we're doing this from a community radio station here in Lasso, right? So what are the freebies? Do you want to touch on that really quickly? What can people get, for attending this event? You want to mention some of these giveaways, Jay?
Generally, this the freebie starts, when you are running a race, it starts from the beginning. Now, as you are registering, there is some aspect of things you get a giveaway. One, you get to have some online video and also a PDF file, which is currently sold on Amazon on some M365 product like Yammer, Power Automate, and Power BI. Now, once you have registered, we don't want to leave it that way because the journey has just started. But you get those freebies as you enter. But when you now come online to be part of the event, then you have from our side a 3 days training on starting your professional work or journey by having fundamental training, 2 days for fundamental on M365, on Azure, on Power BI, and also on Azure IoT for people that are engineers that want to look at IT as a way of leveraging their knowledge. Now, apart from that, we also have things like a raffle draw that can enable 2 people win an Xbox during the event. Once you are in, you are automatically registered for the raffle draw, and if you win, you are going to have one of the Xbox. Now, we also are working on getting what we call a cloud challenge, where once you write, this is still tentative rather, because we are still working on it, but it's something that is coming lately, that after your cloud challenge, you'll be entitled to get exam voucher to write exams within, probably if you're in last room, you can go to the 8 CBT hub to write your exams. We have to work with them, but it's still tentatively. That is not a certainty at this time, but it's something we are working on. So those are the free gifts we have. Yeah.
Thank you very much. So, Olariwaju, just building on what Sheyi mentioned, right, that there are freebies, and I heard him say Xbox, right? So, given that we're doing this from LASU, right, LASU radio station right now, so is there a chance we can say that one of the Xbox, we can keep it for one of the LASU students?
Oh, wow, obviously, well, I would say that it's a raffle, so it's probabilistic. So we look at having over 5,000 people, participating in that event. So the more representative we are from the LASU team, the higher the likelihood of having one of these SBOs, being allotted to, LASU school. Not like we are allotting by participant, but the higher the representative from your school, the more likely to have a winner coming from that place. So I encourage a lot of, I encourage more participation from LASU. Hopefully, you can get even both. It's probabilistic, but it's possible.
Okay. Deji, I just want us to re-emphasize this, right? How can interested people register to attend this event?
Yeah, so the link is actually available online on Facebook, everywhere. So all what you just need to do is to click on the link and get registered. That is one. And number two, we have watch parties in several locations. So for those that will not be able to attend via the link virtually, if there's any watch party close to them, they can actually attend the watch party. And I wish I can display that on my screen, but I don't have the list of all the watch party at the moment. But I know we have a watch party in Ghana. We have a watch party in Jos. We have a watch party in Oshun. We have a watch party in Oyo. So there are some strategic locations where people can gather to watch these events. So Oyo is there, Oshun is there, Jos is there, and the list is on and on. So for anybody that feel they want to have a physical gathering, they can actually have that gathering as well. And for those that will be interested in the link, so they can always follow our link. The link is mctwestafrica.com. That's our official website. So if anybody can get to mctwestafrica.com, all the details, we have it right there. So they can always see all the details on that link. So thank you very much.
Okay, you mentioned watch party, right? Larry, do you want to tell us a little bit about that? What does it mean to say watch party?
So Sheyi, what it means basically is just like we saw at Ignite 2021, right? So instead of people...
Now, Larry, let's not assume, right? We have students listening in perhaps. Yes.
Remember those days when we want to watch, some movies or some soap operas or some football, right? We go to people's house, right, to watch it together. When you watch, it's interesting because you guys will discuss, right? My club is better than your club, right? We all do these things, right? We want to take that same concept and bring it to. So you come together, discuss the event with your friends. So if you guys are in the same department, tell those guys in the same department, hey guys, let's go and watch it together, right? And we all know when you watch football alone, it's different to when you watch it with other people. So we want to have the same, that's the concept of the watch party, right? Okay. Watch it with your friends so you can discuss with them. You guys can share ideas and things, you remember just because of the watch party.
Okay. Sheyi, do you want to tell us what can the people really expect in terms of content now? What technologies are we looking to showcase? What will people learn? What technologies can people be looking forward to learning?
Yes, just as every other person have highlighted, the basic thing we are looking at are the cutting edge cloud technology, which for Microsoft is basically built on Azure. Then it trickled down to solutions platform like M365, Power Platform, then data and AI. And you can see they are all embedded under security. Now, because people are talking of compliance, people are talking about how we can leverage our data that cannot be used or harvested by people that are very malicious. So in combination, we are looking at all the aspects of technology that are built on cloud offering generally. And we are saying not only are we looking at them from the advanced stage, we are looking at them at the intermediary stage, and we are looking at them at the beginner stage. So whatever stage you are now, as a student, as you are hearing us, and you want to advance, is a way for you to learn and to connect with experts. Now, just to add quickly, the watch party also, because it's physical, there are some free gifts we are working on that. That means we are open and we are getting them swag for each of those locations. If you are in Ghana, you want to watch from the watch party in Ghana, go to Phoenix Up. Then if you are in Lagos, you want to go, there is one in Lasso. But unfortunately, I think Kazeem, there's some things about your exams, but we know we are working on something to get you guys. So there is swag for those in watch party if you attend one of them.
Teachers for the guys in Lasso.
It's for those that are, although I said we'll work on it, we eventually work on it and see what we can do for those in Lasso. Yeah.
This is how much time is going to permit us on today's episode of the show. But just before we wrap up, so I'm going to leave Olanrewaju now with any last words from you before we say goodbye now.
I will say register for the event, be ready to learn and to practice, attend the event, encourage others to attend. These are the things, these are the opportunities we always look forward to. If you cannot attend, make sure you invite people to attend. They will always be grateful for you, sharing this with them, because there are so much to learn and to gain from the whole 3 days event. So don't just register and plan to attend, also invite others to be part of it.
Okay, and I see Larry is trying to say something. Larry, last words from you.
Yeah, I just want to say that be the biggest opportunity, sitting down in your home at the watch party and you are meeting 54 speakers, 54 sessions. You're not paying anything for it. And you have some freebies as well. It was an event I attended that changed my life. And if you want to meet me, I have a fantastic session on cybersecurity. It's going to be a different experience. So this is the biggest event and you want to be part of it. And I'll tell you, in the history of time, people continue to talk about this specific event and you don't want to miss it. Yeah, so just be there, register as around what you mentioned, and I'm sure that you live to tell the testimony about the show. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much. So here's where we're going to call it a wrap on today's episode of the show. So let's continue to keep safe now from me and the rest of the guys. Say bye-bye and let's do this another time.